I'm James Partridge, I'm the Early Careers Partner at A&O.
I'm Will, and I am the HR Manager for Early Careers. I don't think there's one type of candidate that we're looking for. Our definition of talent is really broad.
I think we want people with a genuine interest in the law. People also, I suppose, who have drive and enthusiasm and want to work in teams in a really sort of collaborative, fast-moving environment.
So we offer a variety of support to our apprentices day to day from the moment they receive their verbal offer, really. Apprentices are also offered just general one-to-one calls with a member of the Early Careers team to catch up generally or to ask more questions about A&O before joining.
The whole aim of this programme really is to try and identify people at a young age who we think have potential. And what we are trying to do as a firm is to then really support them to achieve that.
My primary role, I guess, is to be the main point of contact for each of the apprentices. So all of them kind of come to me with kind of business or personal related queries.
And the great advantage of Will's role is that you've got someone sort of outside the departments that the apprentices are sat in that they can reach out to. I mean, obviously they speak with their supervisors and they speak with partners in their group, but we have a sort of central function as well where we've got Will and also Laura and myself. We have a lot of contact with the apprentices so they can reach out to us as well. What we're trying to do with solicitor apprenticeships is create new alternative pathways into the career, into the profession of law. We really want people who wouldn't necessarily know much about it from their upbringing and from their schooling and things to look at what we're doing and think, actually, a career in that sector is something that I feel really interested in. People shouldn't be put off from applying from a fear that they don't have the relevant experience. We recognise when you're recruiting 18, 19-year-olds that they're not going to have significant or frankly any experience in what we do. The purpose of our online assessment is to enable us just to look for potential. And we also have throughout the application process videos that explain to people what is happening and what they have to do in the next stage. So the idea is to really give people a sort of comfortable, guided application process. Part of the attraction of this, as I talked about earlier, being an earn while you learn programme throughout the apprenticeship. So our apprentices in year one start on £25,000 a year. In addition, there is a £1,500 signing on bonus because we appreciate that people may have upfront costs, for example, if they're moving to London and things like that they'll need help with. And there's also, apprentices can apply for a £2,000 interest-free loan. The salary will be reviewed each year and will increase each year as the apprentices progress throughout the programme.
So we're also quite transparent about the take-home pay that the apprentices will receive so that they can actually financially plan for when they move and so that they can start budgeting really. And we also offer some training with an external provider around financial management as well. So the buddy scheme at A&O is really useful for apprentices because it means that there's an informal point of contact for apprentices to go to if they have a general query around work, culture or the business. So it's up to the apprentice to be proactive and schedule those meetings with their buddy.
The apprentices are working in teams, and so obviously in those teams you'll have lawyers of all seniorities, but there'll be lots of trainees in their teams as well, and I know the apprentices have already said how kind of welcome they've been by the trainees, and so you have slightly more experienced young people on the legal journey who are there to ask questions of and bounce ideas off. And so our apprentices already are also sharing insights with the trainees and taking part in all their social life as well. The purpose behind the induction programme as well is to give the apprentices a sort of smooth transition, I suppose, into life in the firm. So they have this 2-week programme before they join their actual departments. And during that programme, they get to learn sort of all about how the firm works and start working on their soft skills as well as legal concepts they're going to learn throughout their apprenticeship. This is a new thing in the history of the firm. I think it's just an incredible opportunity, because until the current group of apprentices we got, this hadn't happened before. So you have this amazing opportunity to work alongside some of the best lawyers in the world while you study, and to qualify as a solicitor at the end of it after 6 years with no university debt, and have a lot of fun and excitement along the way.
Yeah, being immersed in such a high performance and exciting environment like A&O, I think is such a one-of-a-kind opportunity. Why not just grab the opportunity with both hands and go for it?